We're here at gotomath.com. Let's click on the calculus. Go down to this terrible section here. For some of you, it's probably like, that's terrible. It's like, man, it's too late to withdraw now. Where we at? I don't like those numbers. Let's click. I don't like those either. Eugh. You know what? Let's stick with those. Those are good numbers. Even though I don't know, zero doesn't really matter. But anyway, we're going from 0 to 9. 8x squared plus 4. I should put parentheses around that. And we're going to drag you through the mud on how to find this definite integral. Of course, you know, back when we was doing derivatives, we had that definition. You know, we drag you through to a long way of finding the integrals. You know, in the real world, actually, we'd use some kind of approximation method. But we're going to drag you through the mud. Evaluate this integral by the definition. So let's just go ahead and write that down. And you know, it's like, who knows what's in that mud? You know what I'm saying? 8x squared plus 4. This is kind of part of the semester. People are like, man, maybe I should have took a W. Maybe I need to change my major, political science or something. One of the easiest majors out there. Political science. Yeah, all our politicians. Isn't that what they take? Political science. Business majors. They go to law school. And they become politicians. And don't get me started. Actually, they don't ever make it to calculus, most of them. They might make it to survey. Most of them do finite, college algebra, and they're done. Right? And these are our leaders making decisions out there. Well, anyway, we're here at, what are we at? So now's your chance to skip engineering and just be a politician. Um, yeah, 2 minutes has gone by and we haven't done anything. Let's get over to the board. It's time for some mudslinging. We're doing the interval. We're going from 0 to 9 of 8x. Here's our parentheses. 8x squared plus 4 dx. And yes, there's actually a whole lot shorter way of doing this than we're about to do here, but we got to do it because we got to weed out. We got to get all those engineers that are going to convert over to politicians. What exactly am I doing here? I'm not sure. This should be n going to infinity. Sorry about that. And then we got the summation of I better just stop on the whole politician thing. F of C of I. I just know too many of them personally. And boy, oh boy, if we had a camera on them the entire time they were in school. Yeah. Oh well. What are we doing? Let's find delta x. Let's not go through all the details this time. Let's just do it. Delta x is 9 minus 0. We're going to do this one in record time. So we got 9 over n. If you want to get the details on this stuff, look at videos 1 and maybe possibly 2. Okay, so we got our delta x. Our ci is going to be 0 plus our right point. 0 plus 9 over ni, right? Okay. And so now let's go ahead, set this thing up. We got I going from 1 to n. Our ci, we're going to plug that in, so that's just 9n over 9ni. That's the reason I kept clicking to get a 0 there. We have 8, and then x is going to be 9ni squared plus 4, some constant out here. And you know what, I'll even put a parentheses around that. And then our, whoops, I should be looking over here. Our delta x, well, these two are kind of similar. Differential of x there, delta x, change in x. What are we at? Oh, 9 over n. 9 over n. There you go. All right. Let's go ahead and do a few things here. Let's go ahead and square this guy. And you know what? No, you know what? We're going to do like we've been doing. Let's take this 8, multiply it by the 9, 72 over n. Let's go ahead and do that. Bring that outside. I equals 1 to n. Yeah, And what am I doing here? What the heck am I doing? Um, that's 8x squared. That is completely wrong. I don't want to redo this video. So you got to watch out. You make those kind of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this 9 in and bring it out front. You were probably like, whoa, what is going on there? And then some of you are like, I don't know what he's done, but I'm going to follow it. Well, you should always question the establishment. Let's see, let's go ahead and square this. So this is 9 squared, this is 81. 81 n squared, do that. And then we have I squared right there, okay? And then we have plus 4. We'll go ahead and do that right there, okay? And let's scroll on down the screen here. Now I'm going to go ahead and break this up into something. Let's go ahead and leave this 9n outside because it's a bad boy. Let's break this up into two separate sums here. Now I'm going to take this 8 and this n squared. Actually, I'm going to take this 8 and multiply it by this 81. Why can't we do that? Let's do that. So 81 times 8 is 648. I'm going to take that as a 648 n squared. I'm going to bring this outside. So 648 over n squared, right? And then we have the summation of I going from 1 to n of I squared. Okay, we can do that. Plus, now, go ahead, we'll go ahead and do this. So I is equal to 1 to n, and then this is just the constant 4 here. Okay, so hopefully you follow me so far. Rewriting a lot of things here, 9n, 648 over n squared. Now this guy right here, we worked this in the last problem. We got to know what that's equal to. Well, I'll tell you, it's equal to n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1, something you got to memorize, over 6. Over 6. So there you go. That's what that's equal to. Plus, we got the constant rule here on the summations. So this just becomes 4n. 4 times n. Let's close that up. We want to get this all into one single fraction, and that includes the 9 over n over here. We're going to multiply that across inside. So we're going to want to simplify this thing down a little bit. First off, let's look at this. We have an n up here. We've got two n's down here since it's multiplied by each other. We can cancel an n out, and let's see. What about 648 over 6? What is that? Ooh, that's good. That's 108. So 6 goes into 48, 108 times. We can, like I said, we can cancel this n out. Let's just go ahead and rewrite. So we have 9 over n. I think we're doing pretty good time on this video. We got 6 into, okay, so that's going to be 108, as long as I had made any mistakes. N plus 1, rewriting that, 2n plus 1, and this is going to all be over, looks like n. It's going to all be over n, plus 4n. I feel like I made a mistake, but probably not. Okay. Everybody's probably like, why don't you work this stuff out before you make the video, and then there you go. But I don't do that. I want to show that I know how to do this stuff, right? We got, let's multiply. 9 times 108, what is that? 9 times, plus it's more exciting. It's like, oh my God, my life is on the line here. You know, I don't care how we do this. We could go ahead and multiply this stuff out, multiply by 108 if you want, you know, get all this in one single fraction, then multiply the 9. Let's just do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, let you figure that out, and then you can compare yours with mine. Alright, so to save 5 minutes, or however long, I end up with, after, let's see, where should I start here? You know what? So after doing this piece right here, we'll go ahead and keep the 9N outside for a second. You should end up with 220. That's 220N squared plus 324 N plus 108, and it's all over N, right? I mean, if I didn't pause the video and work the stuff out, we're looking at another 5 to 10 minutes here. 1980, what a year that was, N squared. We started getting some good music around 1980, plus 29, and then somewhere the music died in like after 1991 or 92, even though we've had some good songs. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry, it died. But like I said, there was some good songs out there. Nine. I'm probably going to get some comments on that. Anyway, whatever. Um, N times N is N squared. Yep. Then we want to take the limit. Wasn't that a song? Take the limit, take it to the limit, or something like that. We got 1980 N squared plus 2916N plus 972. Is that right? 9 times 108 is 972. I guess so. But you know what? That part doesn't matter, to be honest with you. N squared, it doesn't matter. You look at the leading terms. We got N squared here. So we got 1980. Let's take 1980 over that coefficient 1 down here. 1980 over 1 is, the year was 1980. Can anybody tell me what top song hit the pop charts in 1980? I don't know. I can't remember. Too far back. Anyway, 1980. There you go. Let's check. Oh, I hold my breath because, man, like I said, I'm working this stuff out on the fly. 1980. So if we was looking at like area under the curve, right, be 1,980 square units, I guess. Anyway, there it is. Practice that. Sorry to cut out some stuff. This video is 12 minutes and 59 seconds so far, and it would have been 25 minutes. Anyway, check it out. Or go to matt.com. Practice your problems. I can't remember what problem that was, but it doesn't matter. All right, and I'll see you there. Bye.